shirt from yesterday. It's so attractive. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Alright, people, let me know when you're joining. I see that there's 4 people watching. Hey, Marge Smith, how are you? Hi, Claudette McIntosh, how are you? Hey, Demetrius, how are you? What's going on? What's up, everybody? Happy 111, right? I forgot. Hey, Lake, how are you? I forgot today was 11/1 when I did yesterday's broadcast for this morning's forecast on YouTube. So I forgot that today was 11/1, and then when you take 2020 and boil it down, it's a 22, which is also a master number. So it's an angel number day, 11/1, 111, and in 22. So it's kind of good. I'm good, Demetrius. I'm good. I'm glad you're good too. What's up, fat dog? Just hanging out. I just got did a couple of readings today, which was great. Met some wonderful women. And then I just got back from doing some shopping. I went down to Bed Bath & Beyonce to get some coffee pods. And I got a good deal on them. I love a good deal. And then now I'm home and I'm scratching my dog's butt and I'm signing on because it's Sunday. And I'm supposed to do charmings. I just ate a bunch of ceviche, so I'm kind of burpy. Sorry, it's kind of gross, but who cares? I'm liking it pretty good, Marge. I like how everything's accessible. Hey, Casey Ray, how are you? I'm excited that, things are so accessible, which is nice. I can go down to Bed Bath & Beyonce and just be like, oh my God, Beyonce, you're here, girl. So that's nice. It's cool. It's just great to have access to things like Best Buy and just stuff that I haven't been around for a while. Like even when I was down in Mexico. I mean, I don't think there was a Best Buy down there. There was a Walmart, but it was way across town. And I had a Walmart in the town that I was in previous to this. But I found out the other day that there's a Walmart literally not very far away from the house. I was like, oh my God. This is the signs of aging. When I was talking to my friend Rachel yesterday about this. It's this is how I know that I'm getting old, because I get excited over stuff like that. Oh my God, there's a Walmart really close. Who cares? I do, apparently. Turns out my hair looks really weird. It's all bedheaded, sorry. I didn't shower today. I slept in the shirt that I read in last night. I'm a loser, I know. But, there's not much in the way to impress right now. It's just kind of me, and as long as I scratch his butt underneath the table here, you can hear him breathing under there, all heavy. He's happy, so I'm happy that he's happy. So that's it, He's just happy, and I'm happy that he's happy, and he loves me no matter what shirt I'm wearing. And that's how it should be, damn it. So what did you guys do with your 11/1 day? Anything exciting? Or your full moon experience? Did anybody do anything cool for the full moon? What's everybody saying? Glad you got out. I only go out for groceries in Hawaii. Well, I mean, I would go out, if I lived in Hawaii, I would go out and walk around. It's so beautiful there, I would imagine. Unless, depending on where you are, unless you're in a city center or something, it may not be quite as lush as you picture Hawaii. It's awesome. Lake's I took a nap, it was glorious. I am a ninja when it comes to napping. I nap a little bit too much, to be honest, but my nose is running from that ceviche. I didn't seem all that hot, and now my nose is running. My God, my hair is a wreck, but whatever, I don't care. Hey, Nancy Lowe. Hi, Paula Diaz. How are you? It's cold in Ohio? No bueno, Marge. I'm sorry. Another signs of aging is getting excited about a good nap. I know, totally, like, right? I've always been excited about a good nap, though. I love sleeping with my dogs. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just sleep through everything. Casey says, a very triggering day. My friends are fighting. I'm in the middle getting shit from both, but I can't get them to just talk. Stay out of it, Casey. Don't even worry about them. Let them sort it out. It's Mercury retrograde. I wouldn't even deal with it. Let them have their own wonkiness. I'm sorry, that's a shitty position to be in. It's never fun, especially when you care for both sides. And then if they're trying to pull you in any sort of direction, it's no bueno. Hi, Connie Coles. Nice to meet you, too. We just started opening up and our cases of COVID is rising again, so I stay in stay-at-home status. 97 degrees with Jessica Tate. She's doing something right karmically. Get it. Got it. Where are you, Jessica? You're still in California, though, right? Like, you're up near Shasta, I believe, right? I think so. That's some bikini weather, girl. 97 degrees and balmy. I said balmy, not balmy. Hey, Judy, how are you? I need to shave again. I just feel like I just shaved. Why do I have to maintain myself, people? Isn't this a pandemic? Aren't we allowed to let ourselves go to waste? What good is a zombie apocalypse if you can't become a zombie? Right? Angelica Corrales says, hi everyone! Southern California right now. I gotta get this bikini on then. Yes, you do, girl. Get a Speedo out. Do whatever you need to do. Get it done. Jessica, I'd love to be where you are, girl. I know, Connie, wouldn't we all? Hi, Tia Sherwin, how are you? 30 more days and I'm retired. Yeah, I just need to figure out my next chapter in life. That's the fun part, though, Marge. That's the exciting part, is you get to make the choices and choose things. Tonight will be my first time doing All Saints Day ritual. Last night I did a full moon release with Palo Santos, etc. That's awesome. Like, yeah, you guys too, just for the full moon release stuff, you can do that over the next few days. Like, the energy of the moon still sort of like is helping you to release whatever. I don't get too uptight about it and freak out about it. I just sort of like think about the things that I want to let go of or things that I would like to change, and then I ask for assistance with that from my own higher self first and foremost, and then from my guides beyond that, and angels. And then, you know, we'll see if I'm up to the task kind of thing. And if I'm not, well, too fucking bad. It'll be okay no matter what. I have to believe that, right? Yeah, so that's it. And I'm just kind of hanging out today with bad, wonky hair. No, that's not so bad there. I'm such a, like, I don't know, I just feel like a total shut-in. It has been what it is, it's okay. There's not much to do except, like, sort of wait it out. I guess. We're just gonna see how it all goes. We have some big transitions happening. Mercury's about to go back out of retrograde on the 3rd, on the day of the presidential election. I also didn't know that today was daylight savings too, which was sort of weird. So the time was a little bit off, and it all fell right on the 1st of November. So it was all kind of perfect timing. Hi Molly, how are you? Over on YouTube. Hey Amy Erbrecht, how are you? I hope I pronounced that correct. Hi Melinda Pantano. I hope I pronounced that correct. Good evening. So I'm on tonight. Hi, Ms. OC. Oh, Ms. OC's asking people to, fuck, how do I get rid of Ms. OC? Ms. OC's ready to give everybody an accurate reading. Oh my god, let's get Ms. OC. They're probably from Nigeria. Let's have Ms. OC fix all of our problems. Yeah, Ms. OC, that really works. You guys don't pay any attention to the person spamming the chat. They're tagging you, telling them just block those assholes, report them and block them, please. They haven't been coming around for a while now. Hold on, let me see if I can block them. How do I do this? Do I need to go to my business page? Let me see. Ms. OC, all of a sudden, your accurate reading. Oh, get it, Ms. OC, you douchebag. How's that for an accurate reading? You bottom feeder. All right, how do I get in? I don't know. Oh, I don't know where to find. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me find this hoe. Where's Miss OC with her accurate readings? My beard is longer than yours. Jessica, I just saw that comment. Let me see here. I can't find Ms. OC to block this hoe. Oh, here we go, because she's on the reply. Works at astrology and numerology. Ms. OC, you're a douche. How's that for, here we go. How do I block this bitch? Ronsi Mama? Yeah, and it's totally a Nigerian something or other. So you guys just block Ms. OC, please, so she can't see you or find you. Block that hoe, exactly. Block that hoe. She ain't even a good hoe. She ain't even giving any foot rubs before hitting us up for cash. I'm sorry, babe. No, it's not going to work that way, and you're not getting drive-through either. Tell her no. Ms. OC. She can't even spell Ms. right. She spells it M-H-I-Z. What a ding-dong. She's going to give an accurate reading. Okay. I wish I knew how to block her, though. Does anybody know how to block this hoe? Yes, confirm. Ban that contact. Bye, bitch! There will be 3 more in her way. It's crazy. They show up. When they find you, they show up. So I hope that y'all didn't really want that accurate reading from Ms. OC, because she gone now. She Ms. Goodbye is what she is. She Ms. OC, OT, out the dough. OTD, Miss out the dough. Alright, so if she messages any of you guys directly, don't respond to her. She's a scam artist. And probably like some sort of rap hoe. That's just what I'm guessing. But, you know, I'm a rap hoe once in a while in my own bedroom and by myself. So that's okay. So what are you guys doing? Wow, business ethic. Everybody likes block that hoe. Y'all like it when daddy gets firm, huh? Firm like a mattress. What? Jamie Hosek says, what did I walk into? LOL. Obviously some really spiritual shit, Jamie. It's, you know, it's the full moon. We're trying to like block Ms. OC from, you know, somewhere in Africa because she's handing out, please contact me for, it's like Miss Cleo is taken to the internet and she's just out there shopping door to door, knocking on doors that don't even belong to her. She wants you to buy her a goat. Only if you marry her, that's all. She comes with 2 goats. If you're willing to marry her, you get 2 goats in the dowry. That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is crazy. Oh, hey, but Annette, Brazil English, how are you? So yeah, no, it's one of the people that this new thing is that I mean people have to make money, people have to feed themselves, and I get it, but I just think it's so intrusive when you're in a private. Not this isn't private, it's public, but I haven't really posted it to many groups or whatever. But they find your site and they like it, so when you go live, they start hitting up the people that are watching you because they know that you guys seek readings, and so they want to capitalize on trusting people that are willing to. Ooh, kill that squirrel! Get him! Get him! Sven's chasing a squirrel along the fence on the outside of the office. So, anyways, they will capitalize on people that are looking for help by hitting them up, pretending like they're readers. And I don't know that they are or not, but I can tell you this: if they ask you to sacrifice a goat to get your loved one back, you want to think twice. That's just my personal opinion. Because that goat could be used for, I don't know, can recycling. There's a lot of things you could use that goat for. Just saying. Huh. So, they're trolls. Exactly, Melinda. Basically, to sum it up. Melinda's got it there. If she's so accurate, why can't she go live and get her own viewers? Connie Coles! Oh my god, you should be giving out accurate readings with that kind of take. I don't go out of the circle. Exactly, you guys. All right, so is anybody interested in purchasing a charming? That's what I want to ask first and foremost. If anybody's interested in purchasing a charming, we can do that, and I can give you the link, and we can get you purchased for a charming. If not, we can do just like a couple of coin readings. I just thought I would sign on because I promised to be on Sundays. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sundays this month, which is great. Do we have another blue moon tonight? No, that was last month, so we don't have a blue moon because we have a blue moon on the a full moon on the 30th of November. So I thought maybe we were going to have another blue moon, but yesterday was October, so no. He must be looking at another chat. I'm not sure. Hey, Nete, how are you, dear? So hey, Anne Faith Soriano, how are you? So a charming, somebody's asking what is a charming. A charming, let me show you. A charming is this. So this is my charm box. These are my charms. I dig in here and I throw them on the board like that, and then I read them. That's charming. So, I mean, I usually stir them up a little bit more than that, right? And then I read them, and that's how a charming works. They're $25. This is how Daddy keeps the lights on. So if you're interested in purchasing a charming, I'm available to do that. Anybody that's on my Patreon subscribers list, those people that are at the higher level, they get to have a free charming each month. So if they come in, they get sort of priority, and I'll do charmings for them if anybody bumps in. And then if not, I can just do coin tosses for you for now because I'm still having fun with my bag of coins, which this is basically these coins that I did an unboxing of, which is coins of the tarot. So it's all of these little coins that are different tarot cards. You know, the whole set, like this is the Two of Pentacles, which would represent balance, that kind of a thing. So... Oh, Lake wants a charming. Okay, hold on. Let me sort out. I gotta get into my email and find my link to give it to Lake. Hold on one second. My link to the lake, to the link to the lake. Oh, that's not gonna work. Come on now. Oh, Lake already sent it. Awesome, Lake. Okay, Fierce, you don't need the link. I'm trying to find my link really quick because my emails don't go that far back. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And this email on this computer once... Oh, come on. Hold on one second. Let me just see here. Engelgeist. Links. Here we go. Whoa, why does it do that? It did that the last time. Why? It's so strange that it does that. I don't understand. It like spits away the email. Why are you bugging me? What do you want? What do you want? Why are you bothering your father? Thank you. He doesn't know. He tries. Hi, Coastal Maine. How are you, dear? All right, so let's do Lake's Charming. And let me see here. Let me get a light on. Okay. Yeah, that's my baby. He's kind of mad. I've been in this chair all day because I was doing readings earlier today, and I think that he's sort of like pissy now. He wants me to come in, like spend time with him. All right, so Lake, do you have a topic? General, whatever spirit is dying to tell me about. Okay, fierce Lake. Let me switch cameras for you, and let's get it going. All right, so Spirit, what does Lake need to know? During on 1/1/22, what is the highest spiritual information that Lake needs to know? Okay, so let's look at the letters we've got. We've got an R, which sort of fell out of the game, but I'm going to take it. We've got an I. We've got an I. What's up, Bob? Why are you bugging me? And an M. All right, let me see here. With the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles at play here. All right, so I'm going to look at this I'm going to say this for a second. Like, I kind of feel like, and this, I'll explain to you why I feel this, is I feel like, why are you not trusting yourself when I look at all of this? And part of the reason is we have these 2 pages on the board, right? But we also have all of these really strong charms, like the big wisdom. You have the big transformation, which is the big butterfly. You also have Green Tara and Ganesh, right? He's like sort of this benefic god, Indian god of good luck and well-being and all of that sort of stuff. And all of these guys are sort of either face down, like I feel like we're not trusting what we know. And when they're face down like this, what that means is that like sort of the energy or the power, the ability is there, right? And so we're just not accessing it for some reason, or we're not trusting it. And then we have the clear chakra stone here, right? Which speaks to this idea that like you have a clear idea, you have an awareness of maybe what it is you want. This might signify like this Ganesh being flipped over might be like bad luck from the past, or maybe there's been times during your past when you have stood in your truth or stood in your clarity and it's not been received very well, right? And so, or maybe it's not been validated in certain ways, or it's brought you some sort of maybe trouble or something, and that might be why this Ganesh is sort of face down here in the corner. I kind of feel like this might represent like sort of luck in the past going bad or wrong. But I feel like you have these really strong charms here, including this one, and it's this idea of, and Green Tara also, she's like this feminine, spiritual, sort of connected energy. It's like we have it for ourselves, but we don't share it with others, or we don't trust it enough to share it outward, right? Like if we were sharing it outward, then we'd have like this, boom, 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 right? They'd all be here, right? And even when we flip that over, we'd also have Ganesh kind of flip over too. Our luck would be different, or we'd trust our luck. We do have clarity and trust in what we know, but we don't necessarily put it out there. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, which can be kind of like, sometimes he can represent as breadcrumbing a little bit. He's a slow-moving energy, but he's a page, so he's got room to learn. And I feel like this is sort of the role that you take on. I feel like this is sort of maybe you in your life, as you kind of, like you trust yourself, but you don't necessarily give yourself enough credit, is the feeling that I'm getting from all of these, because you do have these wonderful charms, but you're kind of keeping them hidden. Then the turtle also is like Mother Earth to me. She's down in the subconscious. I feel like this is about you sort of being connected to your world and your home and all of that, but there's this sort of either slowness, and this also, turtles being slow, this keys into this Page of Pentacles energy too, of that slowness. And I also wonder if there's a fear of rocking the boat too much in some way or shape or form. Yeah, rim, exactly, Andrew, exactly. And then we have this, which is dwell on good things and all good things will come to you. And that's flipped over in the higher mind. And we have the lizard, which is like sort of the dreaming, like the idea to see the dream, create the dream, believe the dream. He's upright, which says to me, you know the dream. It's like you know what you want, you know how you need to get there, but there's something that kind of feels like it's holding you back. And then when I go up here to this Page of Wands, who's upside down in the higher mind in the future, it makes me wonder, is there like another person, possibly a male counterpart, that kind of is sort of at odds with you, or that you're not seeing each other on the right terms, or the fear is that if I own this transformation, this wisdom, this sort of spiritual, divine, empowered female that I am, if I truly act from that place, am I going to have to say some things that this person may not agree with or like? Is kind of the feeling that I get. It will put these two pages at odds. And also the other thing that I get this feeling from these two pages is it's sort of like, are you acting like a page because you might be with a page, in the sense of, are you dumbing yourself down to sort of not upset or intimidate others? Abuse and trauma from my childhood. My father hated women. Absolutely working on trusting myself and self-confidence. And that's something that I think is key, is that you should trust yourself and your self-confidence. You should trust your wisdom. There is an opportunity to transform here. There is deep sort of spiritual knowing. Like you're highly perceptive. And I think that although it might feel safer to be like a novice or consider yourself still a student and not necessarily trust what you know, I do feel like you have great clarity and wisdom, right? That's this giant owl. And this idea of like dwelling upon the good things and all good things will come to you. Sometimes trauma, right? It affects us in such a way that like PTSD or sort of dealing with everything as when we've been through trauma, we can kind of look at everything through that lens of the effects that trauma has had on us, and then we fear our experiences that we're in, right? And that might be a little bit of what this yellow glass stone is about, right? Is, to me, it's like ideas. It's hard to keep a positive outlook or see the brightness. I like this lizard here in the sense that it speaks to this idea that you know what you want, you know the dream, you almost even know the path that you need to crawl to get there. But it's kind of like this is flipped over, blocking him. Like, I don't necessarily know that I'm allowed to dwell in that all of the time. I may put, like, the feeling I get when I look at this is maybe we're putting other people's needs in front of our own, like this Page of Wands. We might be putting his needs in front of our own, hence why we're kind of quieting down our ability to be not an authority, but in charge, in our wisdom, in our truth. Does that make sense? And so to me, that's kind of what I see here. These charms being flipped over speak to the fact that there is a vast amount of wisdom in your experiences that you've been through, that you've survived, and that you're strong. There's a vast amount of spiritual connection within you, and in female empowerment. Green Tara definitely represents that. And this transformation is the idea, the symbolism of the butterfly is all about sort of the different stages of transformation and going through that sort of cocoon state that we come out on the other side in this sort of extravagant and beautiful version of ourselves, right? So we want to let that through. We want to trust that. And I think that I get this feeling that we want to grow this in the sense that the Page of Pentacles is great if we're, about as far as being slow and steady, similar to like, this turtle energy that we have here. But I think that it's okay to speed that up. I want to move forward with my intuition and my inner strength, working on releasing old habits and conditioning. I think that's great. And I think that like the more that you like focus on that, the more easier that will become for you. Because I like that you have all of these big, beautiful charms here, right? And also, I will say this about the Page of Pentacles: although he might be youthful and maybe not fully feel like he knows everything there is to know, remaining teachable is always a good thing, right? And I like that he's grounded in the sense of that he's a pentacle coin. So he's based in, practicality, logic, a steady sort of movement. And that's also the turtle energy, too, is that idea of being steady. But also, the turtle has a definite tie to Divine Mother, too. So there's a very strong feminine awareness or. I don't know. Like, I just want you to honor that part of you. Does that make sense? I also, when I saw this RIIM, it made me think of this. Instead, going RMIIR, it makes me think mirror. Like they're trying to spell mirror. This is the number 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 is all about bringing in balance and sort of like balance in a kind of harmony after the change of the number 5. But for some reason, this makes me think of like mirror. I don't know why. When I saw it upside down and I saw the RIIM, I'm wondering if kind of like also the clarity of this clear stone, are we reflecting back who we truly are into the world? I'm a Virgo too, also the owl. My nickname was Hoot as a wee tot. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Melinda says she thought mirror too. Like you guys, Lake's over on YouTube, so that's why I'm kind of reading her comments and stuff. So Melinda over here says, funny, I thought mirror too, Dan. I did too when it was upside down. I was like, mirror. Like, and then I was like, is that what they're trying to say? Or is that just what I'm hearing in my head? But for some reason, it's like they need one more R and then it would be MIRIR, mirror, you know? But it's like mirror. Spirit can only do so much. Like, it's. Oh, that's interesting. Mirar in Spanish is to look and to see. Interesting. So are you allowing people to see you or look at you as you truly are, or are you hiding still a little bit? And that's okay if you're hiding. There's nothing wrong with that. But Spirit, you asked, what does Spirit want you to know? I think Spirit's kind of busting your balls on the fact that you might be hiding out, Lake. It's just missing the one R and one O, technically, and it's got an extra I. But I don't know why it made me just think of mirror, mirror. I do have a tendency to mirror people to make them more comfortable. Maybe they will like me better if I act like ABC. Yeah, and that's a natural human tendency. And if we're somebody that has been through trauma, where, then we do that out of our own security, right? Like that's a natural reaction. But it's like, are we showing them who we truly are, or are we afraid to? That's kind of the vibe that I get from these charms. So I hope that makes sense. I will say this. I kind of get the sense, also with Ganesh flipped over and with this yellow charm flipped over, because this is like dwell on good things and all good things will come to you. It's like, I feel like until we sort of own these bigger charms that were flipped over, that will release Ganesh, and that also releases, sort of flips this over. Then we can dwell on those good things, and we can dwell on the positives, and we can sort of embrace them and have them come to us all the more easily. I think Spirit is absolutely busting my chops. Well, but with love, they're definitely paying you compliment with the giant butterfly and the giant Owl and Green Tar, they're saying like there's so much within you already, is the feeling that I get. And it's like, you know, it's there. That's the clarity of this charm. This is the third eye, right? And on this clear stone. So it's like your awareness, your intuition is on point. There's no question about it. You just kind of keep it to yourself. Wait, what's going on, Jessica Tate? I can see your comments. I'm kind of reading Lakes. I'm sorry. What's happening? What are you trying to say, Jess? I can see your comments, Jessica. I just must have missed something earlier that you were asking me or something. I did see Andrew give you the link to the chat or to the PayPal, so thank you for that, Andrew. I appreciate that. And I think that you've bought a reading after her, which I'm not sure if you have or not. I should probably be better at this. But, you know, whatever. If you want a really good reading, you can go to Ms. OC, from what I hear. I wonder how many people actually fall for that. She bought 2 charmings. Okay, I didn't know that. That I did not know. Thank you very much, Jessica Tate. Okay, one for you and one for Casey Ray. That's fine. I'll do you guys next. That's great. Thank you very, very much. So does that make sense, Lake? I hope that makes sense. I hope that gives you some insight. I hope that helps you to sort of own these big, beautiful parts of yourself that are there and just want to come through. Miss Chloe. Cleo is CLEO, Mary. She spelled it MS. She just hashtag MS CHLOE, Miss Chloe. Over on YouTube. Everybody's like, who the fuck's Miss Chloe? Oh. You're welcome. Like, do you need to take a picture of the screen, or is it okay if I clear the board? Thanks, Jessica. Cha cha cha. Got it. Okay, perfect. So, who wants to go first, Casey Ray or Jessica? You guys tell me, and if you want it on a specific subject, we can charm for that subject, or if you want just a general, we can charm and see what comes out. It's clear. All right, Casey says just first, LOL. So I think that means you're going first, Jessica. So do you have a subject? Andrew's saying just first. Me, because I'm tired and need a nap, I would like on the subject of my move. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's definitely know about her move. Oh my god, it's all tarot coins. I didn't expect that to happen. All right, so let's see. We've got G, U. I'm going to say UG. To number 3. Threes sometimes are about collaboration. I also get, with threes, I get taken to the idea of mind, body, spirit, like centering ourselves and bringing ourselves into the center. I'm going to say this right out of the gate. I think that this is hopefully going to be a beneficial move. We need to look at all of these tarot coins, but you do have this boxing glove, which means that there is some work involved and possibly a bit of a fight, okay? You have the Merkaba, which is a very spiritual symbol of movement, right? The Merkaba, if you know probably what a Merkaba is, Jess, but I'll explain it to people that don't. It's kind of like this symbol that people use in it's a like a pyramid symbol on top of a pyramid symbol. Let me show it up close. That creates this sort of I don't know how many sided die or star that people travel to like different the astral or whatever in their meditations. So it has like sort of deep spiritual meaning, but it's funny that you're asking about a move and you got the Merkaba symbol. You also have the Om symbol here. So those two are very spiritual together next to the Sacred Heart. And to me, this Sacred Heart kind of feels like this might be you in the sense that it's like, lots of love, lots of warmth, lots of positivity, and keeping that sort of around and centered around this move. And it's interesting, we have this 3 here and we have 1, 2, 3 there. So that Om to me kind of looks like that idea of maybe, Wusa breath, like when things get maybe a little bit crazy or things start to feel unsure, gathering your energy back around you similar to that Merkaba, but also through that Om of like bringing yourself back to center and getting back into your heart and into like the space of that positivity and warmth that like is so naturally within you. So now let's get into these coins because you got a lot, girl. So we have the Ace of Swords, and next to the Two of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Both are upside down. So is the Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands. We have the Devil in here. I'm not so sure about why he's sitting here dead in the center on top of kind of everything. I kind of don't like that, but I'm going to take him out for just 1 minute and look at this for a second. So we have the King of Cups. No, this is Queen of Cups. This is 6, 7, 8, and 10 of Pentacles. The Lovers. And the King of Swords. Now, all 3 of these were hidden from us, right? They were like kind of in the background. So this is the thing, and the Queen of Cups is in the background. What's your partner's name again, Jess? I can't remember his name right now because I feel like, hey, Jen Nichols, how are you? Jess, what's your partner's name? Because I have a feeling that once you tell me what his name is, I can't think of his name right now. Alonzo, thank you. Okay. I get a feeling like this, and I'll tell you the story here. Let me just put these back the way that they were. All right, so this is like this is post move, right? This sort of energy here and this lady here. I feel like what you don't know is how this is going to go. And the fear around the work and everything, the effort that's involved, that's this boxing glove. It's going to be not like an uphill battle, but there could be, things that, are unforeseen or that we might be challenged by. This idea of the Two of Pentacles is all about sort of that keeping of balance, right? The guy juggling the 2 pentacles. This is upside down. So I feel like it's going to go a little bit off balance while you're in the process of this move. You have to, right? You're in flux. You're in a move. That doesn't necessarily mean that that everything's going to go to shit, but it's going to feel uncomfortable, right? It's not going to feel natural. It's going to feel sort of not the best or the most fun. I like that the Ace of Pentacles is here and the Devil is here. And to me, the Devil shows us where we're our weakest, right? It's not necessarily always a bad thing, but he kind of shows us where our challenges are, right? That's the job of the Devil. Like, where is our weakness? Where's our Achilles heel? Where are we, like, being, indulgent or where are we a slave to something that is no longer serving our highest good? And so when I look at him sitting over this, I feel like he just wants me to be afraid, right? Like he wants me to kind of think about all of the stuff that could go wrong, might go wrong. Oh my God, possible go wrong. And that's also some of this Ace of Swords energy. Like the newness and the ideas that we originally had around this that were exciting now maybe seem a little bit daunting is the feeling that I get. And then the Two of Wands to me is sort of like, either we've put in the order, meaning the idea that we thought the move was going to be around or what we thought it was going to be like, it's not quite turning out as easy as we thought it was going to be. That's sort of this feeling. But I feel like don't give up on this, because I feel like this Two of Wands is actually a really strong and powerful card. And I feel like this is probably the strength of you and Alonso, ultimately. It's just sort of right now, there might be challenges outside, hence this boxing glove, things feeling a little bit out of whack or unsure. But I like that you still have these two Pentacles coins. Now, underneath all this is what I feel like these four, I feel like are the post move, right? So when we get this fear and the bullshit of the devil out of the way, any sort of, um, what do I want to say? Uggs, like, ugh, like any of those things that come up, unforeseen shit, that's all this devil coin, right? It's stuff that you can't control, that you can't, like, really, like, man, you won't necessarily, how do I want to say this? Um, uh, it's all like, to me, I feel like his stuff is trivial. Like, it may throw a monkey wrench in the plans as you're moving along, but that's not going to stop you altogether. And if we use the power of these three here to pull ourselves back in, channel our energy, and can keep, like, fighting for what we want and what we know that we need, we're going to bring about these coins. Now, this is the Queen of Cups, which I feel like is you. I feel like this King of Swords is Alonso. I feel like this Ten of Pentacles is your guys' business, like the after the move, which the Ten of Pentacles is always like this abundance of good things coming financially and materially. It may take a little time once you guys resettle, but allow it. And then the Lovers is also that I think you guys are going to feel solid or more solid where you are in due time. You just got to give it time and trust the process, right? Right now there might be challenges, like, say, I don't know, I'm just making shit up as I go, but like as an example, I'll make this up, is like maybe the movers don't arrive on time, or maybe they quoted you a different price and then it's going to cost more money and you're like, ugh. Like, this is the stuff that throws you off or freaks you out, whatever. That's what the devil wants to do to you. And then you start to question, well, is this the right thing? Are we doing the right thing? Da, da, da. I think ultimately you are. And even this upside downness of the Queen and this King of Swords, to me, it's about, like, moving is stressful, right? And so you might arrive there and get settled and still feel not right for a little while, but that's okay. I feel like these will upright themselves. And we want that, like, sort of the emotional love, sort of centered wonderfulness of the Queen of Cups. We also have the King of Swords, right? We have cups upon cups and swords upon swords. And both of you bring, like, an intelligence, and both emotional intelligence and an intellectual intelligence to the situation that helps to bring about not only this Lovers, but also this Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like this stuff that is sort of hiding in the background is stuff we can't see, because as we deal with the challenges of the now, because there are challenges, that's why these are inverted. Like the original idea to move was really exciting and great, and maybe now you're running into some complications of some sort. You're like, oh, did I really sign up for this shit? But yes, you did. But don't let the devil take it over, right? Keep these three really working in your favor, right? That sort of stay centered on the main goal. Stay in your heart and in that truth. Support each other as you will, because I know that you guys will. That's even some of this Two of Wands energy too, is also the two of you supporting each other through this move. But it's just going to maybe be a little bit more of an endeavor than you originally expected, is kind of my feeling. And I think that there's actually really good things after the move, once the move is completed. I hope that makes sense. Let me see. We're moving this month. Jessica says hearts and yes. Oh, yes. TKO. You were right on point. I love that the Merkaba and Om came out. Exactly. I think you will weather the move and flourish afterwards. Awesome. Melinda Pantano. She's actually from Nigeria, Melinda is, and she's giving out free, accurate readings. Message her now. I'm just kidding, Melinda. I think that it's good, and I think that there's an opportunity for you guys to feel empowered at the end of it, because we have not only this Queen of Cups, but we also have this King of Swords. We also have the Lovers, right? So there's this deepening of appreciation for each other, for the experience that you've gone through. It bonds you guys even better, and then you guys get ready to like sort of reap even more sort of material wealth and benefit from all of this. Not only is there love, but we have this beautiful, and we still have the power of the Ace of Swords, which is clarity. All of that stuff, like once the hecticness of the move is over, I feel like this stuff can kind of go upright again. And we can get to that clear place of how things are going to look. And then we have, you know, the new beginning of the Ace of Pentacles and the beauty of the balance of the Two of Pentacles. You know, like the devil may drift away and the boxing glove may drift away, but we still have all of this stuff at play in our world post move in our new home. And I like that. I feel like it's very nicely sort of balanced in the sense that we have earth, air, water, fire. There's like everything's going on here in all of these coins. Yeah, Andrew says, Jessica Tate, you always make people feel love, peace, and grounding in the UGG moments. Remember that. And it's true. And give that to yourself, too. And you've got it. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Balanced as fuck. Exactly. I kind of like it. I think this is a really nice. I mean, yeah, moving is stressful. You know, you got to move the baby, you've got to move everything. And so it's like, you know, and not even the live baby. You've got to move all the baby crystals. Like, that's a lot of delicate, expensive sort of, you know, stress, right? But, and this devil is, I feel like the devil, I'm just going to go back to the devil for a minute, not to give him too much attention, but people freak out about the devil, right? Devil's Capricorn energy too, which is also a lot of this Pentacles energy too. He's going to firm you up in all of this stuff so that when you do get ready to flip these two over and experience the sort of financial benefit, he's made you all the stronger through the process of the worry and the anxiety and whatever stuff that you've maybe faced and woo-sawed your way through and you know, deep breath, center, you know, and it may move smoother than you think. I don't want to predict anything where you have to be worried and on the lookout for stuff going wonky, but if things do get wonky or do get stressful, expect that stress. That's all of the inversion of all of these little pentacles and stuff. Because to me, it's the 1 and 2, it's smaller stuff. We've even got, you know, the ace is up here. This is the ace and the 2, but it's funny, you have an ace and 2 and an ace and 2. That's an interesting balance there too. So I think it actually looks more daunting than it really may turn out to be. And anything that is a challenge, embrace it as, okay, devil, show me where do we need to dance, bitch? Because I'm ready to do the dance. Like, let's go down to Georgia, ho. I'll smack you in the back of the leg with my fiddle, bitch. Let's do this. But I think that, and that's the the boxing glove. I think that you'll be fine and you'll be better off for it. And this devil is actually here to strengthen you in the process. You're welcome, Jessica. I appreciate you too. Woo-saw your way through, Molly says over on YouTube. Yeah, I just moved too. Smack that hoe. Exactly. Tell the devil, look, bitch, you ain't ever been done mess with me. You know, like, come on, devil. Watch this. I'm gonna give you a big old hug from this heart and make you cry, bitch. You won't know what to do. All right, so if you want to take a picture of that reading, you certainly can. That way you can refer back to it if you like. I also love the Merkaba. Trust in spirit too. Spirit will move you in a way that will be probably faster and easier than you think or than it's looking. And if anything's come up in the interim where you're like stressing about it, that's okay. Let the stress kind of, you know, if it has to percolate, percolate it. But remember that this devil is here to grow you. He's bringing you to this Queen of Cups and Alonzo to the King of Swords ultimately. So any struggles that you may experience in the next month leading up to this move, just let them ride. You've got the fight in you to take it on. Yes, your love does overpower fear. And yes, bye, Felicia, Casey. That was a lot of tarot coins. That was one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Damn. Bang. That's beautiful. 5 acres of pure peace. Get it. And I think that's like ideal. Who wouldn't want that? So let me know if you want to take a picture of this. If not, I'll clear it and I'll start KC's. Thank you for the follow, Candy Winter. Okay, awesome. All right, so Casey, do you have something specific like that you want me to look at, or just general? Oh, thank you for the honor then, Jessica. Claire McNamara, thank you for asking. She says, hey, I would love some guidance. Claire, right now I'm doing paid readings for some people that have paid, so I need to deal with them first, and then possibly I might do one for you. If you can't wait, there's a wonderful reader called Ms. OC. You can look her up somewhere online. I'm just kidding, Claire, don't. That's a joke for the rest of the people that were watching. Let me see what I can do, Claire, if you're patient. Relationships are general, your pick. No, you pick, Casey. It's your reading. You decide. What do you want to know more about, dear? It's up to you. Yeah, I'm happy to do a collaboration with Jess. That would be fun. Whichever you feel is more important, Casey, or that you're more interested in knowing about, you let me know. So, relationships. Okay. All right, let's see. Thank you. What does Casey need to know in regards to her relationship? Okay. Interesting. The key fell outside. All right, so let's look. We've got a lot of letters here, Casey. So let's see. We've got an M. We've got an A. We've got an I. We've got a C. We've got an S. And we've got an N. What? I don't know if this spells anything. If anybody has like a word generator, can they type these letters into a word generator and see if this spells anything? Because I'm drawing a blank. All I'm seeing is like Maxin. Um, so we've got moccasin. We've got 3, 4, 5. 3 more is 8, 9, and 10. 10 boils down to a 1, which would be the focus would be on yourself. I'm going to use this key, I think, in the reading, but let me look at this for one moment. All right, what I like about this is we're asking about relationships, right? I'm hoping magician could work too. Melinda, that's actually a good idea. It's magic in there, no G, but like it's close to magic. So what I like about this is that we have the couple, the humping couple. Do you see that down here? So we have they're in a lover's embrace. Let me see here. And we have the rose quartz stone, which is associated with the heart chakra. So these two are very close to one another. I like that. I also like that we have dream and wisdom together, right? And I like that it's this blue color and this green color, which signify healing, that sort of a thing. You have the Black Panther, which is like a strong shamanic symbol, right? That sort of to me is about personal sort of magical power, connection to the nature, that sort of a thing. When I look at this, though, he's flipped over, so it feels to me like it's either being denied or put away. But this feels like in the past, like I want to say maybe in past relationships, you've given away too much of your own personal power. And so I'm not saying that you're doing that now, Casey, but I feel like maybe at times in other relationships you have done that. And so that might be a reminder or a memory that might be kind of affecting your now, right? But what I will say about the now is I like, and part of the reason also why I say this too is we have this yellow citrine stone here, this tumble that represents the third chakra, right? Which is our personal power and energy distribution. And this is down in the past, but also in the subconscious. So to me, it feels like there's this trade-off where maybe in relationships past, we've given away our personal power to another individual or to a relationship, and maybe it hasn't always paid off or worked out in our favor. And so the memory of that, because these feel like further past than the board is, the memory of that might be tempering a little bit of what you're experiencing now. Now, getting to the now, this feels like to me the dream and wisdom feel very positive and open. You feel very like to me, I like that these are there. Like the dream of having that sort of relationship, that sort of love is very real for you. And you have sort of wisdom from these two past charms that say that you're smarter and wiser and know, right? Kind of maybe what you need, how you need to go about getting it, that sort of a thing. I like that these two are together. There's a purity and a clarity here. It feels like they might be coming to you in the future because this is more towards the future. Six, again, we have up here in the higher mind on the white die, which to me, this it feels white is usually purity. It can sometimes represent spirit for me, but I like that it's the six in the sense that it's this sort of balance and this, it's in the higher mind and it's again in the future. So I feel like something could be coming that will be quite balanced and lovely and connected. Does that make sense? Like connecting either you to someone else through your spirit, like feeling spiritually connected, or spirit is guiding you guys together in some way, shape, or form. We do have the symbol for Aries here. I don't think you're an Aries though. I feel like you're a Sag. Is that right, Casey? Your birthday's on the 6th. Thank you, Laura Martin. Give me one moment. Let me finish this charming and then I'll get to you and Claire, okay? So you are a Sag. So this is Aries. Aries tends to be, to me, is about action, fiery action, and passion, right? So that energy here, I almost want to say there's a little bit of impulsiveness also to Aries. Like Aries doesn't wait around for stuff to come to them. They go out and sort of make it happen, right? And then I want to see what this tarot coin is because it's down here hiding from us. And this is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about small details, right? It's about sort of working on all of the different pentacles one by one, putting our own stamp on everything, and really doing exactly what we need to do to create what it is we want. Now, this is hiding from us a little bit in the subconscious. So this speaks to me a little bit about there's some work possibly that needs to be done about how we want things to be and exactly what we need them to be, like maybe some clarifying around that. But I feel like as we move closer to the future, the wisdom of that or the awareness of that will also help drive us and help us to get clearer. There's a purity, I feel, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but there's this purity between this heart chakra stone and this couple in this embrace that says to me that I think that what you are concocting or trying to come together with as far as in your relationship department feels really bonded and real at a heart level. Even if it's not here yet, don't like lose sight of that. Don't lose hope with that. Um, Allow the process to sort of happen. Allow, this is the Eight of Pentacles to me too, is it feels like the work, the, how do I want to say it? Like, it's almost like the fine tuning needs to take place for you. Um, like in the manifestation of the person, um, get really specific about what you need, what you want, how it's going to feel, what it's going to look like. All of that sort of stuff sort of feels like this Eight of Pentacles, because this also sort of brings it about and brings about this. And to me, I like that there's not a lot of charms, so it's not really super cluttered. I wish I knew what this is all about. This number 10, I think. I don't know that it's about the letters necessarily, but the 10 boils down to the one, which the focus is on ourselves. And I think that that focus is the key. What do we need, Casey? That's this Eight of Pentacles, right? That's sort of hiding from us in the subconscious. It's like, where have we, is there anything that you could kind of further flesh out or further define versus what's not working, right? Or what's not worked in the past? Because we're very clear on that. These show up in the board. We're like, oh yeah, I remember when I did this and I gave too much there and that didn't work out and that blew up in my face. That's what these feel like to me. This is about, okay, so we know that, but what does the dream feel like? What is the wisdom from the dream? What do we want exactly within the dream? And focusing that, those desires and that want from within ourselves, that's our key to finding this really true, pure bonded love that I see in these two charms here. Yes, I am still in transition as my truth and clarity. I know I feel bonded to this guy. I'm allowing him to find his path and I feel a powerful connection. Casey needs love. Pure love, unconditional. You're gonna get it, is my feeling, because I love how clean these feel together. I love that they're so close together. I love that you asked about relationships and these two charms come out. Is this guy possibly an Aries? I also like the Aries energy in the sense that the Aries energy is dynamic. They don't necessarily wait around, right? They kind of take what's theirs, is kind of the feeling that I get. Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, they kind of call it the child of the zodiac. Not in a bad way, but they can be impetuous and sort of like act first, think later kind of energy. And I think that that's fine, but we also want to be really clear on what it is we expect, because also Pentacles, that Eight of Pentacles, Pentacles is all about materialization, right? The material energy of uh-oh, cat fight. Cat fight. I'll be right back, guys. The cats are fighting outside. I'll be right back. One moment. Shit. to make money for dog food. What are you doing? Sorry, guys, I'm back now. Sorry, there was a cat fight outside. The most exciting thing that's happened all day. Okay, so hold on, I missed all the. Maybe moon or rising. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be, but I just think that Aries energy could also be all the fire because she said he was a Leo, so it could just be fire energy in general, right? But let's not get like totally caught up in that. But I do think that possibly that Aries nature of like, you know, making it happen and making it happen in a way that works for you. That's this number one is going to be like the key. The key is like kind of important, I feel like. All right, so I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry that I got sidetracked on that. Like the damn cat. Sorry, I don't know where the other cat is. I think he's still out there. So let me do Laura Martin and who was the other girl? Miss McNamara? And I know her last name was McNamara. I can't remember her first name. And if anybody doesn't get a reading tonight, there's a wonderful reader. Her name is Ms. OC. I'm just kidding. All right, so do you need me to clear this board? Or do you need a picture of this board, I should say? You're welcome, Casey. All right, I'm going to clear the board. So, Laura or Claire, who wants to go first? Thank you, Lori, for the beautiful readings, and thank you for the amaze balls. If you're meant me, thank you. I'm trying to remember who. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to. Let me see here. I gotta write some stuff down really quick, and then we can get started. Give me 1 minute. Stephanie. Megan. And then tonight we've made. Okay. Give me 1 moment, guys. Sorry. Okay. Alrighty, Daddy. Let me put that back up there. It's just that I'm recording all the income. Okay. So, so you guys are both saying each other can go first. So somebody, I'm not gonna make that decision. So somebody just, Laura, since you paid for them, you should decide who goes first, dear. It's your decision. I think that's fair. So you decide who you want to go first. You or Claire, and then and Laura, we won't think any less of you if you go before Claire, only because you did purchase Claire a reading without even knowing her. So you've already done her a beautiful grace there. A general reading for you, Laura. All right. So general reading for Laura. I'm assuming I'm correct on that, right? Now, I got Andrew screaming Claire, so I don't know why Andrew's in the middle of this screaming Claire. Am I doing Claire or am I doing... Do Laura first. Okay, so Claire says do Laura first. Oh my god, you guys. Alright, so Laura says... Please, and we're doing general. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing for the right people. Okay, cool. Thank you. Now you can go back to screaming people's names out, Andrew, like a homeless person in the chat. Alright, so let's see here. Regina! Meredith! There you go. What is Laura? General for Laura. Okay. All right. So we have a U and we have an S. This could be us. So this is the number 2. 2s usually speak to the idea of, I think of couplings, the bonding together with ourselves at a deeper level with ourselves or maybe with another person. So let's look at what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to say this. I feel like something's not right now, and the reason why is we've got the rubber snake on top of everything. I feel like there might be somebody that's giving you a little bit of trouble right now, Laura, or some sort of situation that might be unnerving, bothersome, annoying, that sort of a thing. It's sort of sitting here on top of everything in the center. What I find interesting is you have Jesus here and you have the faith charm upside down up here in the higher mind. I feel like there's something that's been challenged where you lost your faith. That's what Jesus sort of also represents to me too. And we're trying to kind of hold on to our dreams from the past in the process of all of this. Does that make sense to you at all, Laura? I hope that makes sense because that's kind of how I'm interpreting these charms. And I also feel like this rubber snake, you know, you have the cat here, which is a form of domestication. It makes me think of the home, right? And so I feel like this is affecting your home life because the cat is face down and upside down, and your ability to have fun, which is this dolphin charm, right? And this says love. So I think that this might be a significant other or an ex of some sort that might be giving you a little bit of trouble right now, or challenging you in some way. It might even be the sort of what's the word? Like the memory of them and their actions might have sort of challenged you and still challenge you to this moment, right? And so let's see what this is really quick. So this is the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy. We have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups, which is definitely love, but it's hidden. We have the Sacred Heart, which also would signify love. And then we have the fish, which to me, the fish used to be my Pisces symbol, so that could be about emotions, intuition, psychic work, that sort of a thing. It's funny that he's kind of close to these dolphins. I kind of feel like this is sort of, I'm not sure if this is, can you give me, is this ex narcissist? Okay, thank you. There we go. I feel like he's sort of sitting on top of everything. I want to get him out of here just for a moment, just to look at this. And it's funny that this is us, right? Where we're like kind of working through the us that of this ex narcissist and the stuff that has gone on. I feel like it rocked your faith a little bit, and maybe you're still holding on to your dreams. I like that the dream catcher is upright, but I feel like it's like kind of trying to struggle with the dreams of the past and maybe letting them go. They may have been a surrounding around your relationship with him. I feel like they are drifting towards the past, and that's a good thing. But your ability to love has maybe been a little bit uh, damaged, or not damaged, but like put on hold is kind of the feeling. It's definitely affected your home and your ability to have fun. Um, Not all hope is lost, though. I love that this Sacred Heart is beaming out from behind all of this. I think to me, this speaks to the idea of saving our love for those that deserve it, and that shining that light for the people that we trust or that really like appreciate and can take care of that light. The Eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups can be new beginnings in love, but it's sort of flipped over. I do like it was originally flipped over. I do like that this chances are good comes out here in the future. And we also have the guardian angel charm down here in the future in the subconscious. So it speaks to this idea that if you're trying to create new love, or if you're in the market for new love, I think that the chances are good, and that you will be guided in that direction, but there's some work to be done. This Eight of Cups to me speaks to this idea of also some emotional work that you're maybe in the process of doing or have yet to quite work through, but you will in time, and you'll get back this ability to sort of feel connected again through this Ace of Cups. The newness, the new chapter that the Ace of Cups represents, those things will come back to you at some point. Um, Trying to figure out like the fish to me, I think that's sort of like the symbol for Pisces, or intuition, just kind of maybe being able to trust your intuition moving into the future, right? Because this fish is definitely leaping towards the future, in my opinion. I also feel like this chariot represents Cancerian energy of nurturing, but it also is like kind of off the rails, like it's fallen off the rails in some way. This is in the past, right? So what was once good or moving in the right direction kind of went off course or something. I think once we sort of remove the memory of us, the snake, all of that sort of stuff, though, all of this stuff kicks back in, like in the sense that the Jesus charm, the faith charm, all of these charms are really strong. Even the chariot, these sort of things, like your ability to nurture a relationship, bring a relationship forward in a quick and like meaningful way, all of that stuff will kick back in. You just kind of like the feeling that I get when I look at this is it just was utilized on the wrong guy, if that makes any sense. It was sort of maybe wasted on him, and he's still like, I don't know how much he's still in the picture, but with him laying on this, it kind of feels like we need to sort of either remove him or the memory of him, if it's just memories that are still lingering. But I kind of get a sense he's just more of a pain in the neck than anything right now. He's not a real. Oh, he's a Cancer. Okay, well, this was also flipped over too originally, I believe. So, uh, that might indicate that his Cancer nature was like in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when we represent our low vibe version of whatever our astrological sign is, it can be exactly that, low vibe, basically. So I think that like there's an opportunity here to sort of I guess heal in a way. I don't feel like you were harmed in any way. I feel like maybe you've had to put your love on hold. That's this charm here. but it's not completely on hold. I feel like this is peaking out, like we're able to love those that we feel safe with right now. And I think as we like do the work that's in the Eight of Cups, we start to open up to the Ace of Cups, to the new beginnings or the new opportunities to love again. The chances become good. We might even get guided by a guardian angel to sort of carry us into the future towards that love. She says definitely utilized on wrong guy, had to block him on all levels. I feel like though this he's not completely gone. You may have blocked him, but I feel like his energy is still around you in some way, like slithering around. I mean, I'm not saying he'll be around forever. It's just sort of like he definitely shows up, or the memory of him shows up in this reading pretty prominently. Oh, thank you, Sharbu. I love your name, Sharbu. It is still around. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for acknowledging that. But I feel like he's gonna have to slither off because it's like you're in some ways you're beyond him. I mean, again, like we have the beauty of this sacred heart, which is stronger than anything kind of on this board. Even this dream catcher is very strong too. So I kind of feel like you can move away from him. Once you sort of maybe reconcile within yourself whatever it is that, you know, you need to reconcile, I think that you're going to be fine. That's my feeling. All right, Laura, do you need to take a picture of this board if you want so you can refer back to it? You can feel if you want. If not, just let me know and I'm going to clear the board and do Claire's reading. Thank you, Jen Nichols, for the hashtags. You're welcome, Laura. Thank you for buying 2 readings. That's beautiful. Thank you. I mean, that was really nice of you to do for Claire. I don't even know Claire. I don't know. I don't think you know Claire. So I think that's really lovely. It's very kind of you. It's very loving. Oh my God! That's her letting that light shine. Did you need to take a screenshot or can I clear the board, Laura? You're welcome. Okay, thank you, Laura. All right, Claire McNamara, are you here? If you have a subject you want me to charm on, just let me know. Or if you want a general charming, we can just see what comes out in the charms. You just let me know, Claire. Tori, the way that this works is you have to kill a goat. That's why she's showing you those goats, Jessica Tate. You have to bring me 6 goats from your village, and then I give you an accurate reading. And then we have to do a dowry of 2 chickens, some nose jewelry, and uh, 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 what is it? A bundle of sticks. Thank you. Just general for Claire? Okay. I'm just kidding with you. Alright. Let's see what is Claire needs now. Wow, that Sacred Heart has been like working overtime tonight. Okay, so we've got an I, an H, hi, hi, I, G, R, higher. Let's get higher. Let's see, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9. Nines are about personal completion of cycles, right? So, to me, hopefully something's coming to an ending for you. When I look at this, I kind of really do get this weird higher feeling. I don't know why, but I feel like this is spirit trying to spell the word higher. Like, are you evolving? Are you graduating? Are you getting to some other place in your sense of maybe self or where you fit in your world, okay? But let's just see what's going on in the rest of these charms and see what we've got going. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Divine Feminine. What is this? This is the, I can't even see, 6 and 4. This is the 10 of Cups. Claire, there's a dude, and I'm gonna say this. I feel like this is you, Claire, and this is your dude. You have Green Tar and you have Vishnu. Am I correct? Is there a dude? Is there a situation with a boy right now, Claire? Can you give me a yes or no on that? Because I feel like you guys are maybe apart. It's not that you want to be apart necessarily. I just feel like maybe you are. I feel like this is also sort of something that's maybe been on again, off again for a while. Are you with me, Claire? I'm looking for Claire's comments. You haven't met in person, so that's the distance then. Then there's this distance. Okay. Because I feel like that's the off again, on again that I'm feeling. There's like, he's not like right up next to you and you're not right with him kind of thing. I also feel like there's this sort of thing of the past for you. Uh, and part of this is the elephant charm in the center. There might be a little bit worry about this new guy because you haven't met him yet and you're wondering if maybe he's going to be similar to past situations. That's sort of the elephant never forgets to me. There's a strength in this charm. But when I look back here to the past, or the charms that are in the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which would represent sort of the Divine Mother. And then we also have the Ten of Cups flipped over, which speaks to this idea of there's been times where you've gone into relationships and you've brought your A game or your best game, kind of the Divine Feminine, the perfect sort of female partner, and you haven't necessarily achieved the goal of the emotional sort of freedom or abundance that you want in your relationships, if that makes any sense. That's my feeling with that. I feel like with this guy, there might be a bond here, and this is the Two of Wands that we see here. It's interesting that they're both sort of like, they kind of have their heads in a potential future. Both of their heads are kind of pointing towards the future time on the board. They are separated, like you guys aren't necessarily together, but I kind of feel like you might be judging him or filtering him through your past experiences. part of this experience here, you've done the healing work, is my feeling. That's this four of on this green dice. Green represents either money or healing to me. And so when I see this four, it makes me think of the idea that whatever she dealt with in the past, wherever she brought her A game to a previous relationship and maybe it didn't quite work out for whatever the reasons, has nothing to do necessarily with you, but maybe it just didn't work out for whatever reasons. You've kind of done the work to like sort of restabilize yourself and heal yourself to a degree. And that's brought you to this place where we are now, which is kind of in here. You've met homeboy. You're kind of like, wow, this feels nice, or at least there's definitely some interest and some intrigue. There's some romance. That's this Two of Wands. And then we have this clarity stone, but it's flipped over. Even though it's clear, it's not on the uh, on the third eye sign. So to me, I feel like there's a part of you that's having a hard time trusting your intuition around this guy. And I get a feeling, I'm just going to say this, I get a feeling that you might feel like this guy, there's a draw to this guy. That's this Two of Wands. And I think that that draw might scare you because you don't know him completely for who he is yet. That's my feeling. I don't know. Is she saying anything? Let me. He lives 2 hours from me. Yes, we have so much in common and things are going good for us so far. Okay, good, good. All right, so, and that's good. So, what I want to say is that you might not be sure whether or not you can trust him, that sort of a thing, or the excitement of things going well. I will say this is Vishnu and this is Green Tara. Two of them are very much like, I like how they're both seated. They're both kind of the same color. They're both sort of uh, deities in a way. Like you kind of do have a lot in common. If you look at how these two look, right? They kind of look similar, right? So we see the similarities in both of these two and what they're into, what they're ready to do, that sort of a thing. That they want to come together. So this is good. Up here in the higher mind, we have the lion. I feel like this is sort of that idea of, again, we've got fire in the Two of Wands. The Leo energy would be about being generous, being kind, being good, all of that sort of stuff. Really hoping for the best, having the aspirations that this might be the good thing that it's sort of looking like. But I feel like there's been times in the past where things have looked good and you've gone in with like an open heart and offered your best and it maybe hasn't transpired out the way you thought. And so there's that going on. I do love that we have the Sacred Heart again, right? Again, we've got this beaming heart between these two too. So there is this sort of love vibe happening between these two. Let's look at this because I'm really interested to see what this is underneath this heart. I'm hoping it's a good charm because if it's a bad one, then we're in trouble. Wait, this is the Two of Wands also. How do I have more than one Two of Wands in here? I shouldn't have more than one Two of Wands. Did I throw the Two of Wands? Oh shit. I don't know if I threw my Two of Wands out of the bag into the box. Okay, so I'm gonna take this as a good omen in the sense that there's not supposed to be a second Two of Wands in here, Claire. For some reason, that's a mistake of some sort, but that's showing me that Spirit wants you to know that I think that you two might be bonded on some level. I think that it's interesting to me that the Two of Wands that you suspect might be the case is actually the case underneath this Sacred Heart. Does that make sense to you? And so I don't want to tell you because I don't know homeboy and you're still getting to know him, but I think that you can trust your feelings, you can trust your emotions around him. Uh, and then we have up here is the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 of Cups, which is very close to the 10 of Cups over here that we were expecting in the past and we weren't able to get to, okay? In past relationships, Claire. With him, it's not here just yet, but the hopes or dreams, what's hidden from you or what you want subconsciously in your higher mind is this sort of wishes fulfilled, emotional connection, all of that sort of stuff. And the vibe between you two is very strong. That's this Two of Wands energy underneath this heart, right? So what I'm going to say, or my suggestion is First off, I feel like you're protected and you're safe. You need to know that. Like, I think that you can trust this situation with this guy. I do think that the two of you do reach a higher sort of elevation when you're talking to one another, a higher vibration. That's this higher thing that I see here. Also, we have this 9 here, and we have this 9 of cups up here, right? The 9 in the numerological value here, and 9s are about personal completion. I think some of that personal completion is about putting your fears from past relationships behind you and moving forward into this one with an open mind and some hope and trusting your intuition as you do move forward, right? But I will say this. I don't know homeboy, so I don't want to tell you like totally trust him, but I think that you can trust whatever it is you're vibing on right now. That the passion at least is very real. I think that the emotional connection that you're seeking, that you want, and that you seek with other relationships in the past, and it maybe hasn't always panned out, will show itself at some point. My gut is telling me because this is Green Tara and Vishnu, I feel like they're equally like well balanced and they kind of look like they belong together. So there is probably an opportunity for there to be something very solid and real here between you and him. But I just don't want to send you down a path of, yeah, oh, go ahead and trust that stranger. Take that candy, girl. Like, that's my thing. That's not my job. That's for you to determine and decide. You need to start to trust your intuition in this situation, even though maybe it's led you astray in the past. That doesn't necessarily mean that you'll make the same mistakes again. If you dwell too much on the mistakes of the past, then yes, we can repeat them. But just because we've had them in the past doesn't necessarily mean that we'll, recreate them. And really, ultimately, like Casey just said it, no mistakes ever. Like, I don't believe anything's a mistake. It's all there to teach us in some way, shape, or form. So that's. Thank you, Jessica. I saw that come in. Thank you for Tori. I'll do Tori next. And then at that, I'm cut off, guys, because I'm burning out. Because I did a fair amount of readings earlier in the day today for personal private readings. Today's been like a fat money day, surprisingly. Who saw this coming? I didn't. Let's bring it on. Full moon, blue moon. It was a green moon, apparently. Um, I've healed myself and I'm trying to move forward. I'm also new into reading cards. I do readings, so I'm looking to get things with readings going because it's something I love doing. That's awesome, Claire. I think that you should. I totally think that you should. I also think that I don't know why there's uh, two of wands in there. Either there was a misprint with the coins or I threw some of my coins into the charm box by accident. I shouldn't have. So I think that I love that this is sitting between the two of them. The Two of Wands is a very spiritually connected, and these are two very spiritual symbols of masculine and feminine. It looks like in all of your attempts where you've brought your best sort of version of your feminine self to a relationship, it's maybe not always been honored or reciprocated. I think that there's an opportunity possibly for that to happen here. But I don't want to predict that for you, and I don't want to make that decision for you because that's a big decision. Only you'll know what's right about that. The higher speaks to the idea that you guys raise each other's vibration, or you feel like better after having spoken to him, is kind of my feeling, and vice versa. I think he feels the same way. I hope so, Jessica Faye. I need some abundance, girl. House of Abundance. Bring daddy all the coins, right? So that I can keep them in my purse. But apparently I can't because I have two of the same coins on the board. So who knew? Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Regina. And that's the good thing. And I think that, like, if he seems genuine, trust that, right? And just go with that and trust yourself above all else. That's kind of the key in all of this, too, is that I think that you've done the work and you've healed and you've been through enough experiences that you'll know the warning signs if there are any. But I kind of get a feeling that there's not. I really like that we've got this little group, like this grouping here of him, her, the Sacred Heart, and the Two of Wands all together kind of like with their heads towards the future. So that to me speaks to this idea that there could be something really good with him. I just don't want to send you in any one direction. I don't want the responsibility of that, in the sense that I want you to make the decision and him also to live up to that, you know, the responsibility of that. This is a lion. It's what I see as the symbol of Leo. Can represent protection. Don't look at my bit fingernails. That's me being a nervous Nelly. He can represent the king of the jungle, the generous, gregarious nature of Leo. Sometimes it can be cowardly. Oh, whoops, sorry. We're out of focus. Oh, come on now. Is it not going to go back into... Come on, you dinkus. Oh, come on, camera. Oh, shoot. Come on now. Got one more reading. Oh, he's a Leo. Okay, perfect. Well, then there's your Leo right there. Let him give you some of that Leo love, girl. That would explain also the double two of wands, too, because that's all fire sign. All right, so if you want to take a screenshot of this, sometimes people screenshot stuff, Claire, so that they can see, go back and look at the reading again, look at the symbols, and see if they notice anything for themselves. And if not, just let me know that I can clear the board, and then I'll clear the board and do Tori's. Get you some Leo love, okay? Okay, I have to say, Andrew just said you're welcome, Enid. I have to say, I was watching the Walking Dead, getting all caught up on like the last 2 seasons because I fell way behind on The Walking Dead. And I was watching the whole thing. I don't know how many of you watch The Walking Dead or know about it, but if you know about the Whisperers, that was like totally mind-bending. But when they killed Enid, I was so pissed. Like, just like, because it came out of nowhere, and I was like, all of a sudden, bitch's head was on a stick. I was pissed. Anyways, that's enough. I'm not gonna rage on about that, but yeah, I have a bunch of snoring dogs underneath the desk. Like literally this one right here. Hold on, I'll show you guys. You see this? All right, this is my desk. He's under there, like right underneath me. Can you see him? Hold on. What's that? That's the floor. Okay. Do you see him, guys? And then there's the other one. I don't know if you can see her. They're all sleeping under the desk, and the one that's right underneath me is farting like you wouldn't even believe. It's disgusting. But I love him. I love him to death. He's my baby. He's my big 65-pound, 8-year-old baby. And he's like literally like, what do they call it? Crop dusting me. Well, I guess that would mean he would pass by and walk out the room, but he's not. He's just laying there asleep, farting underneath the table. It's disgusting. But I love him. So what can I do? All right, so let's take that away. You have your, did you get your screenshot, Claire? Wait, is that not working? Oh shit, my camera's frozen. Hold on one second. Is it working now? Oh, come on, bitch. What went on here? Hold on, I gotta switch cameras really quick. Microsoft camera rear. Put it in your rear, Microsoft. And then let's go back to the Brio. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're back in the saddle. All right. No, that's Bodhi, but Gus is here too. Gus is on the carpet over there. They're all here. They're all in the office with me. So I'm going to clear this board. I hope you got what you needed. And I'm going to keep one of these two of wands out because that's weird that showed up like that. That wasn't supposed to happen. I'm just wondering if I'm missing a two of wands in the bag. That means I could be missing other stuff out of the bag, which I don't think I am. That's the weird thing. But I'll have to check. That'll be a project for tomorrow morning. I love those horny unicornies. Thank you, Jennifer Nichols. You're welcome, Claire. You're very welcome. Thank you. Just so you know, on my channel on YouTube, I do a daily forecast every morning. You can tune in if you want to subscribe to the channel. You can come over there and watch me read cards and stuff like that every day. And there's also tarot scopes for your signs for the month. They're like loosely, available. Not loosely available. That's me, more so. I'm just kidding. They're, use them how you see fit kind of thing. There's the Ace of Wands. I'm intrigued to know if I have like 3 Two of Wands. I hope that's not the case. Is Tori here? Does Tori know? Can Tori give me a subject matter? Nope. See, here's another Two of Wands. So I must have gotten two of Wands. Shit. I wonder if there's something missing in my box. Well, let's leave that there. There hasn't been anything in my box in a long time, to be honest. But that's the pandemic rules. All right. So Tori, do you have a... Thank you, Melinda. Melinda's saying she loves my daily readings. The reading today for the week is like really good. I was like really surprised because I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit miserable, and I was really happy. Abundance? Okay. Well, let's see about Tori's relationship to abundance. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way. Let's see here. We've got an S. We've got another S. We've got an R. And we've got a C. So 1, 2, 3. And 3 is a 6. 6 can be good. They can be about abundance. Like when you think about like... what is it? The Six of Pentacles is about like charity. One thing I will say when I think about abundance, or as I'm looking at this sewing machine in the center makes me think like you're not afraid of hard work, or you're definitely able and willing to put in the attention and the time that things deserve to be manifested. You do have, let me just show you this. You do have the Abraham Hicks, which this is all about manifestation. This is a magnet that I got from Abraham Hicks weekend or something that I went to a long time ago. But this is the Tree of Life, but this represents sort of the power of manifestation. But it is face down, right? And it is sort of more towards the future. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of like, what are we working on right now? That's what this sewing machine makes me think about, right? Is okay, so what has Tori got working in the interim or in the background, right? And then we're surrounded by these 3 tarot coins, right? And all of them are face down. So let's just kind of look at what's going on here. So we have the Emperor, which is the energy of Aries, Major Arcana. We have the, oh shit, how many swords is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of swords. Okay. And then what is this one? Let me see. I'm just going to slide that over there. We have the Chariot upside down, which is the energy of Cancer. Okay.
All right, I'm going to say this. You're no, like, my feeling is this. You're no, like, you're not shy when it comes to work ethic or putting in the elbow grease to get things done to create the abundance that you want, right? The Emperor speaks to this idea that I feel like you might have a specific plan or stages that you have to go through to get what it is you want. Or there might be certain ideals or beliefs that have been imparted to you that make you think that you have to go through a certain amount of steps to get the abundance that you need. This Nine of Swords is not the best card when we're talking about abundance, because usually Nine of Swords represents like nightmares, unrealistic fears, anxieties, being kept up at night, being worried about things that aren't necessarily real. Now, and then we have this Chariot, which is also that idea of Cancerian energy, nurturing, mother love, that sort of thing, but it's inverted. And the Chariot is usually celebratory and moving forward at a very quick pace, but it's upside down, which makes me feel like maybe you can't sort of get things moving forward just yet. Now, all of these were flipped over. And so what that tells me, or the way that I interpret that is I wonder, what are the more subtle voices that are going on in your head, or the subtle rules that you may have, Tori, that might hinder you or not, or push you forward? There is opportunity here. There's opportunity in the Chariot. There's also opportunity in the Emperor, but there's also a little bit of fear or anxiety or worry in the Nine of Swords, and it's unneeded worry or fear. So you have I think this is called a catechus, right? It's the symbol of the doctor, right? And this usually makes me think of health stuff. That's the reason why I put it in here. It is face down, so it makes me wonder if there's some sort of health issue in the background of all of this that may not be all that major, but it's kind of maybe bothering you, standing in the way in some way, or it's affecting some of this in some way, shape, or form is my feeling. Now, as we get more towards the future, let's see what this is too. This is Imagine, but it's face down and upside down. Like, I almost want to say, like, I feel like you're not necessarily fully clear on how to bring it in. And I see, like, even with the Monopoly house, to me, it feels like the dreams are big and real. Like, you can see them. It feels like this house to me is also almost like it's palpable, like it's real, like you want to bring it in. It's all red and fiery and juicy in a way, right? But we're trying to figure it out, like, how do we go about it in the right way? That would be the Emperor's energy. We might be fearing like we're doing it wrong, or we're not quite doing it right, the right way. And then there's this like feeling stuck at times. And I wonder if some of this stuck might be around like health issues or things that you've dealt with in the past that have maybe sprung up that you weren't expecting, that has slowed your roll to a degree. This is the first chakra, right? And so the first chakra to me is all about grounding and getting like sort of our survival information and everything together. And so I like that this is face up. This feels really strong, and it's sitting on top of this manifestation, manifestation magnet, right? Which is also like kind of leaning on the Chariot too, which to me it feels like, when I look at all of these together, it feels like something is going to just click for you, and then boom, like she's grounding it, she's making it happen, and this flips over and it starts to manifest, and the Chariot will start to move forward, and at a quick speed, quite frankly. And I love that you have this in your dreams down here, which speaks to this idea of making your dreams a reality. And that's kind of the dream here, this like, you know, wonderful home life. This is sort of, this house here speaks to this idea of like, you know what you want, right? You're just trying to figure out how to go about getting it there. And I think that somewhere the imagination we want to bring in too from the higher mind, and we want to allow ourselves like free reign to run with that. When we get to the future, or more towards the future on the board, it feels like as we start to own this stuff and understand it better, and we're really able to kind of make it really real and be free of any limiting fears or worries, we start to ground in that. And this also, the first chakra is very much about materializing things, which would also tie into that idea of manifestation and abundance. And it being next to this Abraham Hicks magnet is also about like magnetizing it, grounding that magnet and bringing it towards us, growing it and making it real. We have the lizard, which is the dreaming, which is all about sort of seeing it, believing it, making it happen, and it becomes real. We have the intuition of the moon charm. This moon charm's broken, but it's there. And then we also have this dog milagro, right? And the dog represents sort of like obedience, faithfulness, loyalty, that sort of thing. So being loyal to the dream, being like, what's the word? Like unflinching, dedicated, like, you know, almost being like your own man's best friend to your own vision, right? To your own dream is what's coming in the future for you. Where you see it clearly, you're able to ground it, make it real, magnetize it to you. I sort of feel like you flip this over and boom, you kind of grow towards the future, and all of this stuff kind of starts to come towards you. Intuitively, you'll know how to get there. And that's the moon in here. And then you'll also have the dedication and the sort of obedience or whatever it is that's required of you to move towards that goal. And I also think that when this triggers off, this chariot flips forward and starts to move towards that too at a rather rapid pace. But you have to do it the right way. The Emperor always sort of is this energy that requires us to kind of meet the standards or the steps, no cutting of any corners with the Emperor. He has he's benevolent, but he has kind of high standards. The only thing that this makes me think of too that could be detrimental to you, Tori, is where possibly might you have been taught that you can't have that because you have to do it through hard work, right? If you're carrying any of those beliefs or thoughts that aren't necessarily yours or don't necessarily fit your idea of abundance or don't allow you to bring in that abundance as quickly and as fast as possible, I would say you need to sort of work on those thoughts and change them so that you can start utilizing this power of the Emperor and the expectation and the realization that you deserve the abundance that you want to create. And that helps you to upright this chariot and move it forward into the future. It's on point. Oh, thank you. But I think that there is an opportunity here for you to create all of this, Tori. And also, this Imagine stone being flipped over and upside down, allow yourself that room to imagine from the higher mind, what would it feel like? What would it look like? If you were free of any and all burdens, what could you manifest? You're willing to put in the work. You have the strength and the wherewithal to do all of that. That's not even the fear. I almost feel like when I'm looking at these, it almost is like the belief is that you have to work real hard for the abundance, but you might even need to let go of that thought in an effort to kind of start to begin to manifest whatever it is that you want. Because you'll be able to ground right into it and bring it to you, is the feeling that I get. Sorry, my dogs are snoring so loud. And I'd like this jumble of charms here in the sense that going into the future, you do have a clear idea of the dream. Intuitively, you're connected to it. There's an obedience, a companionship, that dog to me speak. And he's also the active dog. I have a dog that's laying down and a dog that's standing and moving. This is the dog that's standing and moving. So to me, this is there's this dedication. When you think of what a dog represents, it's that unfailing, sort of love, right? That honor, that sort of dedication to their owner, that this is you sort of, to me, in a sense, to your dream or to the manifestation of your dream, moving it towards the future in a way that's done with love and affection and loyalty and all of that, staying true to that. Oh, I think it's very real, dear. I've been working really hard, LOL, working hard, but yeah, I've been trying to reprogram my way of thinking and to feel all of this is real already. It is very real. But see, that's the thing too. It's interesting you say that the first sentence out, Tori, is I have been working really hard. That is this sewing machine. How about it's I'm already there. It's already happening. I don't even need to work hard. It just comes to me. I see it, I feel it. And I know it's easier said than done, right? But if we start to live in the possibility that maybe it's all unrolling in the exact perfect timing that it needs to, then we don't need to work so hard or worry about all of that. And that might be some of this Nine of Swords energy, like these thoughts or ideas that we may have that are outdated or don't belong to us. Ah, okay, so you get it. Yes, and so that's why you put LOL after working hard. I mean, I get caught in the same trap, like I sort of believe there's a certain way about, and then my own fears around stuff. So it happens to the best of us. It happens to everyone. Even Ms. OC, I would imagine, with her brilliant readings, she probably, gets scared. Exactly. Unfolding in divine time. I know. Sometimes I don't have fucking time for divine time. I'm like, come on, let's do this. But it's like rushing to go where? And that's the thing too, is like how much in the present moment are we while we're doing that? That's the other thing that I've sort of noticed is like if I'm so busy focused on the future and what I need to do to get to where I need to be, to only find out that I'm focused on the future to get to where I need to be. It's like, get into the now. Thank you, Tori. Thank you very much. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. You know how it goes, girl. I do a daily forecast too on the YouTube channel, so you can always subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want and tune in there. And there's, like I said, there's monthly horoscope readings, and the yearlies will be going up soon too for their signs for the years. And I always suggest watching your sun, moon, and rising and kind of doing an amalgamation of all three. Like if a couple are good and the third one's bad, you're probably gonna have a good month, kind of thing. But if all three are, caution, danger, Will Robinson, like, oh shit, here comes a month. But never take what I say over your own intuition is kind of like what I say. Alright guys, I am going to clear this board. And I want to say too, the power of this in your dreams down in the subconscious speaks to the idea of being able to create that for yourself. I want you to understand that too. That also ties into all of what's going on here, but this is down in the subconscious. So when we have this beautiful green healing, also wealth, green represents healing and wealth. When we've healed our sort of subconscious and the thoughts that we're having and we've reprogrammed fully, we're like ready to sort of manifest that. So that's another affirmation there that it is coming to you. Sorry I haven't been coming over to the broadcast, Jess. I just haven't been wanting to spend money, and I know that I get over there and I start looking at stuff and then I start spending money. So that's why I haven't been over there mucking about with you guys. I've been trying to steer clear of keeping my finances in order during COVID. Get in there, dog. There we go. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you guys so much. That was fun. I had a good time. A little fried at this point. That was quite a few charmings, and then also coupled with the readings from today. It's been a very lucrative and busy day, which is good. This is the reality that I want, but it's nice to have tastes of it, right? I'm always like stoked on that. I always go back and think, the powers that be for that. Even though you guys are all those powers, right? That was fun. Thank you, you guys. All right, so thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to, like I said, subscribe, like, share, comment, subscribe to anything that I do. Share it out with anybody that you think that could use it. I'm always looking for YouTube subscribers, trying to build my channel. When I get to 1,000, I will be able to then have chat functionality over on YouTube and stuff like that. So we're working on that. Thank you, Melinda, for staying and watching. I will have a restful sleep. I'm going to go have some dinner and watch some TV. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's reading for the forecast is really good. Today's was excellent for the week. So I'm excited for this week. And then, you know, to have a day like today was really wonderful. So I'm excited. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. And I'll be on maybe later this week. If not, I'll be on next Sunday for more charmings. Thank you, Jessica Tate. Thank you. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. Good night, Claudette McIntosh. Have a good night. Thank you for staying with us over on YouTube. I appreciate it. Good night, Andrew. Thank you. Thank you for putting out the link and all of that too, because that wouldn't have happened if you hadn't done that. So I appreciate that too. Thank you, Casey. You're beautiful too. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right. I'm always here. I'm gonna go snuggle Darth Vader. It'd be fun if we could do some sort of like a Zoom where we read cards for each other, like as a group. That would be kind of fun. Create some sort of card, like, because Andrew just said card night. It made me think of that. Hey, Jen Nichols, you're still watching? Thank you for staying tuned in this whole time. All right, I'm going to go eat some dinner. And find some schmutzy TV to watch. Yeah, it would be fun. I think it would be a lot of fun. All right, you guys, I'll have to contact Ms. OC and see if she's available. We may have to factor in the time difference between here and Somalia or wherever the hell she is. But if she's present, God, the readings will be accurate, let me tell you. All right, you guys, I'm going to take off my glasses. Oh, my eyes are starting to cross. Yeah, it would be fun just to do as like for us, just for us, you know, like just to give back to each other kind of thing versus it being a public thing where people are like, oh, can I get a reading? Can I get a reading? Can I get a reading? Nigeria, exactly, Nigeria. All right, you guys, I will talk to you guys later. God, I look old and kind of tired. I think that this COVID shit is just working my puss at this point. Oh my God. I have to be a mask bandit every time I get in my car. It's bizarre. I feel so hood rat. It's the butchest I've ever had to be in my life. It's bizarre. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Exactly. For your greater good, right? For my greater good. You're a complete and total stranger. Can you tell me how to live my life for my greater good? Well, Becky, let me say this. All right, you guys, I'm going to go before I say too much. I will talk to you later. And thank you, everyone who bought readings tonight. Thank you. You will keep these beautiful sleeping beauties in food this week or for the next month even. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will talk to you guys later. All right, have a great night. Bye.